Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Atypical Security Guard. Want to come to you today with a very quick debrief on today's Observe and Report podcast. I was checking out some of my favorite YouTube channels, and there was a question that really struck a chord with me, and it was, should a security guard ever apologize? And I think you guys might be surprised by my answer. Stay tuned.
Yeah, holy smokes, I'm no joke out the bullpen, bringing nothing but heat, leave you hanging like clothespins. He's a beast when he goes in, ice cold frozen. The first round draft pick, number one chosen.
Hey guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to today's Observe and Report podcast. We're going to also call this the Nightly Debrief. I am your host, Atypical Security Guard. As always, we are here to help educate, motivate, train, and inform new and willing security guards. Guys, quickly, I want to answer the question, should security guards ever apologize? And I have to say a resounding yes. I spend almost all of my time as a security guard here in Portland, Southeast Portland to be more specific, apologizing. And there's a couple of reasons for that, guys. Number one, in our profession, the easiest way for us to get compliance is to do three simple things. Number one, that is be sympathetic. Guys, we are going to be running across two types of people. Really bad people who do not want to do what we're asking them, and good, great, awesome people who are having a bad day. If you're sympathetic and you sympathize, you understand where they're coming from, you hear their problem, you listen to their issue, you're going to get a lot more compliance. The second thing is to be empathetic. It's not enough to just hear where someone's coming from. It's more important than anything to understand why they feel the way that they do and they're having the issue that they're having. If you can empathize with people, and I truly mean this, if you can empathize with people, you'll get so much more compliance. The last thing is going to be apologetic. Now, why should you be apologetic? You haven't done anything wrong, right? And that's the exact reason why you should be apologetic. Guys, listen, it is not your store. It is not your stuff. It is not your contract, unless you own the company. It is not your post orders. Everything that's going on in that moment that's led for you to be talking to this person, no matter what the circumstances are, it's not of your own doing. You are simply working a job and you are fulfilling a position and you're fulfilling the request of the person that signs your check. I say this all the time when I approach someone who is loitering. Hey, listen, this isn't me. I could really care less where you stand, where you sit, where you lie, where you sleep. However, those cameras are watching and my boss has sent me out here to talk to you. I'm the low guy on the totem pole. I truly apologize for bothering you and having to hassle you, but I'm gonna need you to move. Guys, listen, it's the same thing no matter we're talking about shoplifting or, like the video that we shared earlier this week, a situation that led to a shooting and the death of someone. Now, this officer has murdered someone. He is going to lose his livelihood more than likely. He's going to lose his life and be placed in prison, all because he didn't have that detachment. Guys, if you think about those three things, being sympathetic, empathetic, and apologetic, more than anything, it'll offer you an opportunity to detach. If you can detach from what you're doing, where you're working, and who you're serving, you won't take it so personal and find yourself in a negative situation. So that's my tip for you guys today. Be apologetic. It's a great thing. Be apologetic. Tell people you're sorry for having to kick them out of the bathroom. You're very sorry for having to tell them that they can't charge their phone. That's one of the big things here in Portland. Everybody wants to charge their phone in our stores, and we can't do it. We can't do it because it leads to so many problems. Now, when someone needs to charge their phone, when someone has to charge their phone, if you think about a homeless person, right? 9 o'clock at night, the store closes at 10. This is literally what is going to get them through one more night on the street. You have to be sympathetic. You have to be empathetic, because telling that person to kick rocks in that moment is not going to go well for you. And it's not going to make your life any easier. However, if you can be sympathetic, be a little bit more empathetic, and be apologetic and explain to them why you're doing what you're doing, why you're coming at them the certain way that you are, and just be respectful. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have more compliance. It won't work every time. But guys, yes, a resounding yes. Be apologetic in your job as a security guard. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night. Watch your 6. And as always, be great. Be great.